So we have a viewer with a question that came in via Twitter. Those of you interested in communicating with us that way, it's hashtag #YourLegislators. But this viewer says, I'm concerned with the Minnesota Care and issues relating to Minnesota Care and the bills on Minnesota Care. And this viewer is concerned about access to health care. What's the future of Minnesota Care and sort of health care policy generally in this legislative session? Who wants to take a run at that?
Well, the Senate Democrats have been very strong that we're not going to eliminate Minnesota Care. There's certainly, in one fell swoop, there certainly is an openness to talk about reform, especially in light of MNsure and other changes in the healthcare market, but we're not going to leave low-income Minnesotans in the lurch by eliminating Minnesota Care. That's just not going to happen.
Well, I don't believe we're going to leave them in a... I think we got a bigger chance of leaving them in a lurch if we don't do something when the funding stream for Minnesota Care ends in 2019. Mm-hmm. We need to start transitioning.
And that's 4 years away. I mean, we can start transitioning, but we don't... The House Republicans want to just eliminate it now.
Well, take a look at this. We are the only state in the nation that kept that program, kept that type of program. And I agree.
For us.
It is a great program. But the deal is we've got 90,000 recipients right now, or people on that program. And we got MNsure that we must keep. So why don't we transition? And actually, if we transition them over, we're going to save about $450 million a year. And they will have more choice, more opportunity, and they're going to be going on the silver level program on our MNsure program.
First of all, I feel that's an inflated number. And second, if the House had come in with a discussion about how we could gradually over 4 years make that transition, then I think we could have a reasonable discussion about it. But just to eliminate Minnesota Care, you can't do that.
But they will be moved over to the MNsure program at the silver level, and they'll get the choice of their program there. And I believe that is not eliminating them off of a program that's putting them over to a good deal.
With a higher deductible, with more copays, these are people who can't afford that. That needs to be looked at carefully, and the whole legislature has not had time to look at that and examine that option. We just don't move that fast with this kind of a 20-year program that's been so successful.
Well, I would say that's an opportunity in conference committee to start moving down that direction. So maybe there won't be, I mean, that's what conference committees are all about. And so I'm hoping that we will see some movement to try and better serve our MNcare constituents. And we do have the MNsure infrastructure in place, and I think it provides additional options for them, and so I like to provide choice, but it's all about accessibility, and so I don't think anybody is interested in removing MNcare. I don't think that's a fair description either, to say we're just going to chop people off of MNcare. I don't think anybody wants to do that, but I would hope there would be an orderly transition to a better program and a better system, and I think we can do that, and maybe we'll get some of that in conference
committee. A better program remains to be determined.
Well, this is the problem we're at right now with a few days left. We're dealing with a $40+ billion budget. Some of the conference committees that meeting are not conference committees. They are the chairs of the House and the Senate committees that are meeting behind closed doors trying to work out something. I think what's going to happen is we're going to have huge bills plopped in front of us to vote on that haven't gone through even same and similar. They haven't gone through a process. This is going to happen. It's going to be it's just going to be not a public process. It's going to be plop. Here it is. And what's in there in a Health and Human Services budget? What's in there, and who's going to read it after we go around the clock the next 3 days?
I think it's been getting worse and worse, this behind closed doors, no transparency process of the conference committees at the end of session. We used to have weeks and weeks where the conferees would go through the bill agonizingly slow, adopt the sames and similars, take in public comment on the House side and the Senate side, and then at a certain point, you know, there'd be some private meetings, and they'd come back and they'd announce where they're at in the public, instead of leave everything to the very end, and then, like Rick said, it's just plop down in front of us.
Well, I will say, though, that we did, in transportation, we have done all the same and similar. And so, but we're done. I mean, we need the target in order to move from here.
I think we do a disservice to Minnesotans when we do that. And what you described is the very same thing that I am fearful of. These big bills will come to us, they'll be plopped down on our desk, and we're supposed to vote on them without even having time to read it or hear from some of the testimony. And so I think and the funny thing is, this is no surprise, right? We knew when our constitutionally required deadline was. We knew it when we got here. We knew it before we got here in January. And so if we could try and encourage ourselves and those who are in the conference committees or the chairs to actually do the posturing that seems to be necessary in April, so that in May we were actually working on targets. I mean, maybe we need a new deadline, which is targets. You need to have conference committee targets so many weeks before adjournment or something, because we cannot, I don't think we do Minnesotans service.
So on this topic, Senator Rosen had a tweet this afternoon, just to show you that I'm technologically literate. I know what these